Hello everyone, Cousin here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1439 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for May 28th, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1439. I'm gonna start with the word rapid. Alright, got the R, A, and P, yellow. So these three letters go somewhere else in this word. Now it could be P, R, P, R beginning. But not sure how that's gonna end. Pearl is possible, but I'm not sure if I want to do RL ending, because that's not common at all. Could it be ARP ending? Like sharp? Actually, I want to try sharp, because RP ending is more common than RL ending. And I want to try more letters, so let's try sharp. Okay, apparently not. It's not Pearl either, because I've eliminated A from the third position. So A, it could go fourth. EA, double consonant, is possible. P, is it really PR? Hmm. Oh, apron. Okay, apron is, you would not think of putting an A at the beginning and then followed by two consonants. But I mean, it is possible, and I can't think of any other words anyway, so let's try apron and see what happens. Okay, well, I still have not placed any letters, but I have 4 yellows, which is good, but, I just want to place some letters to know what's going on. So A, it's not opera either, because P can't go second. Is it really PR? I mean, if P goes first, then R can only go second or last. Then A has to go like this. Polar. Oh, why did I not think of that? I think polar's gotta be the answer, because having vowels in the second and fourth position surrounded by consonants is quite common. I don't know why I did not think of that. Let's try polar. And polar is today's Wordle answer. Alright, that's actually so straightforward. I don't know why I kept thinking, more complicated patterns like apron. Could have just guessed polar, which was, more obvious and straightforward. But anyway, sometimes you overthink. I overthought, and that's what happens. Kind of unnecessary, but it could have gone worse. So I'll take this result. Got today's Wordle answer polar in 4 tries. I'll take it. This is Wordle number 1439. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today's May 28th, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. I see that these ones point left. These twos point down. To force the digit 2 into this cell in block 7, after I place this 2, the digit 2 in block 9 is forced into column 8. Right, we've got these twos pointing in. So in block 9, 2 can only go into one of these two cells, which are both in column 8. So we've got a hidden 2 here, and these 2's force the digit 2 into this cell in block 3, and then the digit 2 in block 2 is forced into this cell. 2 in block 5 goes into one of these two cells. Now, these 3's point up, and let's actually have a look at row 3. The missing digits of row 3 are 3, 4, and 5. This cell sees 3 and 5. So 3 and 5 cannot go into this cell, so they have to go into the other two open cells in this row, forcing this cell to be a 4. Then, after I place this 4, the digit 4 in block 7 is forced into this cell. Then these 4's point right, and 4 in block 4 is forced into one of these two cells. In column 7, the missing digits are 3, 5, and 8. 3, 5, and 8. This cell sees 5, so it's 3 or 8 only. This cell is 3, 5, or 8. Okay, this 9 points left, so in block 7, the digit 9 is forced into column 3. So we've got a hidden 9 here. Alright, let's have a look at 6's, because I do see some 6's around the puzzle. So we've got the digit 6 in block 4, forced into this cell. Then 6 in block 7 can only go into one of these two cells. Oh wait, this cell, I can solve it for an 8, because this cell cannot contain 3 or 5. It sees both of the cells involved in the 3-5 pair. So no matter what, this cell cannot contain 3 or 5, because it's either 3-5 like this, or 5-3 like this, and no matter how they are placed, this cell cannot contain 3 nor 5. It sees the whole 3-5 pair. So now for column 7, after eliminating 3 and 5 from this cell, 8 is the only missing digits which can go into this cell, so I must make this cell an 8, and then this cell sees a 5, so actually 3 and 5 is placed like this to complete the column. Now the digit 5 in block 8 is forced into this cell, and these 5's point up. We've also got the digit 3 in one of these two cells in block 5, and these 3's point right. Okay, the digit 8 in block 1 is forced into one of these two cells. Oh, and 9 is also missing digits of block 1, right? But we've got hidden 9 down here. The digit 9 in block 7 is forced into column 3, so I can't have another 9 in column 3, because we've already got 9 here. Forced. So this cell cannot contain 9. It sees the hidden 9 down here. So in block 1, the digit 9 is possible to be in one of these 4 cells. Now, as you can see, I've marked down all 5 missing digits in block 1, but there is a cell that only one marking appears in it, which is this cell, and it must be an 8. The logic is that among the missing digits 1, 3, 5, 8, and 9, 4 of the 5 missing digits, 1, 3, 5, and 9, cannot go into this cell. So these 4 digits can only go into the other 4 open cells in block 1, which makes this cell an 8. You can always double check. This cell sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as well as a hidden 9. So this cell cannot contain any other digits apart from 8. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So 8 is the only possible digits which can go into this cell, so I have to put an 8 into this cell. Otherwise, if I exclude 8 from this cell would have no value at all. It would end up being empty, and empty cells would break the Sudoku puzzle. So I have to ensure that one digit goes into this cell, at least. And in this case, it can only be an 8. So I have to... It is forced to be an 8. This is what we call a naked single 8. 8 is the only option, which avoids empty cells. So I must put an 8. This is a naked single 8. Alright, then the digit 8 in block 4 is forced into this cell. Then these 8 point right. To force the digit 8 into this cell in block 6, then these 8 points down, and this cell sees another 8. We've got the digit 8 into one of these two cells in block 8. Alright, in block 6, the missing digits are 5 and 9. This cell for the column... Okay, the missing digits of column 1 are 1, 5, and 9. But this cell sees 5 and 9. So this cell can only be a 1, which leaves 5 and 9 into these two cells up here for the column. Now 5-9 pair does make the other two open cells in block 1 a 1-3 pair, but this cell sees 1. So 1 and 3 this way. Then the digit 1 in block 4 is forced into this cell. Then I can place 1 in this cell in block 5. Then these ones point down, and we've got 1 forced into one of these two cells in block 9. We have a 6, 7, 9 triple in column 3, and a 4, 7, 9 triple in column 2. Now 5, 7, and 9 are the missing digits of row 6, right? But these two open cells see another 5. But 5 is still missing from this row, so I have to put it somewhere. So in row 6, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, which does make this cell a 9 to complete the block. This cell is then 7 or 9 for the row. And in row 5, 4, 7, and 9 are the missing digits. And these three cells... Well, okay, now this cell sees 7 and 9. So it must be a 4, leaving a 7-9 pair in these two cells. Now for row 5, 2, 3, and 5 are the missing digits. This cell sees a 5. And in row 7, 2, 6, and 7 are the missing digits, but these two open cells see another 2. So the digit 2 still has to go somewhere in row 7 because it's missing, but cannot go into these open cells. So in row 7, the digit 2 is forced into this cell because it's the only cell available for 2 in this row. So I've forced 2 into this cell, which leaves behind a 6, 7 pair. Now, the digit 2 in block 8 is forced into one of these two cells. Okay, oh, sorry, this cell cannot be a 6. So, 7 and 6 this way to complete the row, leaving a 7-9 pair here. And, the digit 6 in block 8 is forced into one of these two cells. Okay, so I've marked down 4 of the 6 missing digits. So the unmarked digits are 7 and 9. Which I... still quite a few options, so not gonna mark that down yet. Okay, let's... hang on. Okay, 3-5 pair makes the other 4 open cells in block 3 contain 4, 6, 7, and 9. Okay, yeah, well, I should have looked at this right away. Basically, 7 and 9 here force these two digits into these two cells only. Right? In block 3, the digits 7 and 9 are missing, but these 7 and 9s force both 7 and 9 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 7 and 9 into block 3, I have to make these two cells reserved for 7 and 9. So these two cells form the 7-9 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these two cells. So we've got a 3-5 pair as well as a 7-9 pair in block 3, meaning that the remaining two open cells in block 3 contain the digits that are unaccounted for. The remaining missing digits are 4 and 6. So these two cells do form the 4-6 pair. Now, this pair affects digits down here. So we've got a hidden 4 up here, right? In block 3, 4 are eliminated from the 3, 5, and 7, 9 pairs. So the digit 4 in block 3 is forced into column 9. So we've got a hidden 4 here, eliminating 4 from this cell. We've already got 4 in column 9. So I can't have another 4 in this cell which lies in the same column. With this 4, the digit 4 is forced into this cell in block 9. Then the digit 8 is forced into this cell in block 9. Then this cell sees a 3. So 1 and 3 this way. And this cell now sees 3, so 5 and 3 this way. Now, the digit 1 in block 8 is forced into this cell, followed by the 6 which goes into this cell. This cell sees an 8. And for row 8, 7 and 9 are the missing digits, but this cell sees 9. So 7 and 9 this way, which makes a 7. 8 is forced into this cell in block 8, then this cell sees a 2. So 2 and 9 like this to complete this block. 2 is forced into this cell in block 5, which makes this 3 and 5, because this cell sees 5. To complete the row, this cell is 4, 7 or 9 for the column, but sees a 9. And these two cells are the same digits. Oh, this cell sees 4 and 9. Okay, so among the missing digits of block 5, this cell can only be a 7, because it can't be 4 nor 9. Then, which makes this cell a 9 and this a 7. 9 and 4, 7. Eliminating 7 from this cell, making this 9, 7, 9, 5, 5, and 4 to complete the column, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hot Sudoku in about 12.5 minutes. So I would say the Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward, about the right difficulty. Mostly straightforward. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. Okay, so there were obviously quite a few pairs or triples that were quite key to see, which would greatly increase your speed in solving the Sudoku puzzle if you spot the pairs and triples. For example, I think the 3-5 pair in row 3, but that's kind of placing the 2 and 4 before that. So the 3-5 pair here eliminated 3 and 5 from this cell and placed the 8 in this cell, as well as the 3 and 5, so it completed column 7. And then later on, there was the naked single 8, because it saw every other digit. With the help of the hidden 9 down here, this cell could only be an 8, so this is what we call a naked single 8. In block 1, row 1, column 3, naked single 8. And, no, to me, everything just kind of flowed smoothly, so I don't really recall any tricky spots. Do feel like, I don't know, later placing the 1 and 5-9 pair, like, in general, looking at some rows, columns, or blocks with limited options actually helps you quite a lot. And towards the end, the 3-5 pair, 7-9 pair, and 4-6 pair in block 3 helped complete the end. So I feel like those were the key spots. Some pairs or naked singles were the key spots for this Sudoku puzzle. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. So to me, this Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward in terms of typical New York Times hot Sudokus. But anyway, today's May 28th, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1413-9 and New York Times hot Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!